I'm saying? So,
we got a special guest on the phone.
Let's see if we can get it patched through here in the moment.
Very, very special guest on the phone. How you doing today?
Wait a minute. I heard a giggle.
She heard it. She was like, yeah, I'm special. That's me.
Hold up.
Hey, what's good?
Yeah, there she is. How you doing, Rema?
I'm great. How are you?
Awesome. Thanks for calling in today.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. So first things first, where you at right now?
I'm in my dorm room, actually, in Toronto right now.
There you go. Otherwise, you'd be in the studio with us, and the cameras would be set up. I got your favorite light skin with me today, a.k.a. Dynamic.
Hey.
And he recently got a little team now with, video people and sound people. So it's too bad you weren't in Ottawa for this round, but next time you're in Ottawa, we're going to have to get you live in the studio.
I'm actually back in a couple weeks, so I mean, if
Big.
you guys have anything.
Got to keep in touch with us for
There
sure.
she is. There she is.
Yeah.
She's been training. She knows how to segue to the plug.
So what are you taking in school there?
So I'm in a music program, and it's music industry arts and performance. It's at Centennial College, and it's really, really cool, man. It's 3 years, and it's been going really good so far. Like, I love it. Meeting so many new people, and it's awesome here. I love it. And there's so many opportunities for artists in Toronto, which I really, really love.
So school is what primarily took you to the big T dot, and you're still doing your music. You're still doing your craft.
Oh gosh, yes, of course.
And that's how I met you. I met you in Ottawa. It was actually pretty cool how I met you. I guess you could say in the industry we say it was a kind of like a warm referral. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And of course we linked up for your album, your EP release.
Yes,
right?
Of course.
And that came out this year. Let's talk about that because Dynamic and I are having a hard time pronouncing the title.
Yeah, how do you pronounce it?
However,
I heard it.
We love a lot of the music on there. I mean, I had a chance to, of course, see it perform live.
Yeah.
And now listening to it over and over in the past, like as a digital, is cool, because you got a different perspective. So.
Yeah. Well. First off, I recorded it, I think, started probably mid last year, and my buddy Carde, who works at Audio Valley, him and I produced this entire album together. And how you pronounce it is Amaranthine.
I knew it.
So,
I said it that way.
Amaranthine.
He was telling me my Jamaican was all off.
I thought he was just like, yo.
Hey, it's all good. Everybody has their own way of saying it. It's
Amaranthine.
cool.
And what does that mean?
So it's a kind of a word I found online, but it basically means internal beauty. So beauty that never dies. It just always is there. And I don't know why, because I had trouble actually naming the album. I said, like, okay, could I say something about love? But then I didn't want to be cheesy. I really like creative words when it comes to album titles and song titles and stuff. So I don't know. I found this one online. I just literally looked up pretty words, and I found Amaranthine came up, and it meant, I thought, meaning eternal beauty is really, really, I don't know. I thought it was really cool. So
it's definitely a dope title to a release, to an EP. And you're always going to get people asking about it and talking to you about it. So it's almost like a perfect, segue to engage with you, right?
Exactly.
So
I like when people ask.
How long have you been recording, Rema?
I've been recording for, oh goodness, I probably recorded my first song when I was around 12, 13 years old.
Nice.
But I've been performing since I was 8, wrote my first song when I was probably about 6 or 7, it's just a cute little poem. But I've been recording for quite a long time, and I really love just the process of being in the studio and producing new beats and coming up with ideas. And that's why my friend Carde and we work together so well, and that's why I'm coming back to Ottawa, not only to see my family, but to also work with him on a bunch of new tracks.
He's amazing, and
God.
I've known him for a long time, and he's another one of those awesome people in the industry, in the scene that you see a lot of growth that has happened. You see a lot of progression, and the music he makes with other artists is super awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
Has the band always been part of what you do? Because I noticed that you're performing a lot with bands.
With bands?
Yeah, I looked on your Instagram page, and you're performing with bands.
Oh, yeah. Well, I used to be actually in a rock alternative band, which is completely different from what I do now. But for starting out, I really got into the rock alternative area, and I really enjoyed being with a band. So we created a band I think I was with it for about a year, and it was amazing to try. But I realized I kind of worked better as a solo artist.
Right.
But no, it's always good to experience new things. So I love being able to say I was in a band.
No, that's pretty cool. And you know, for an artist, a vocalist, for like hip hop artists, rappers, and stuff like that, they don't always get that opportunity to to work with a band.
Yeah,
super
exactly.
Cool. I want to ask you real quick, Rema, who are some of your influences? Growing up, listening to music, and trying to figure out, hey, I think I can do this. I think I can kind of make my own sort of craft. I'll never forget the first time I met you. And I think I already know what the answer is, but you were wearing a shirt, and I was like, whoa, that's kind of like a throwback picture. And I was like, oh yeah, that's a dope shirt. And then you were like, yeah, it's super dope. And I'm like, do you know about that? And I didn't mean any offense, of course, because nowadays, the timelines have changed, and so sometimes there's certain, images and brands and covers, they come back and they're popular again. You know what I'm saying? Like we keep seeing stuff from like the 70s and 80s and 90s and 2000s, but then you said, no, he's my favorite. I was like, what?
Yeah, well, for influences, I mean, growing up, I listened to a lot of different stuff. Like, it was quite a big mixture of artists. I listened to things like, Adele, Rihanna. My parents really grew me up on Queen and classic rock, which was another throw-in. But I gotta say, growing up, the biggest influence was definitely Michael Jackson. Like, by far. I always was dancing to his music. I was always watching the videos and recreating it. And, like, I remember the very first song I ever wrote was based off one of his songs. And I don't know, he really put music into me, I find, when I was really, really, really little. And I don't know, I really connected with him just growing up listening to his music. But if we're talking about today, I kind of listen to quite a big variety of different things. But I'm really connected with artists like SZA, Kalani, Halsey, Billie Eilish, those kind of artists. I really enjoy their style, like just how they look, how they act around other people, and I really do enjoy their lyrics and their songs because they speak about a lot of things that not every artist talks about, and I really appreciate that. So I don't know, I'm really interested in those artists.
That's dope. Now, unfortunately, we don't have a whole lot of time, and it seems like we could talk forever about what you're doing.
Yeah, I remember we talked about Eminem for like a couple hours after your show. I was like, whoa.
But break down for the people that are listening. If they want to know who you are as an artist, what is one thing or one word you could tell them to explain who you are as an artist?
To be completely honest, if I were really trying to sell myself and get myself out there, I would say creativity. I have creativity that I know quite a few artists don't usually get a hold of, and I'm really proud of how creative I am as an artist and doing everything by myself, including all my own lyrics are written by me. And
dope.
That was a very creative answer.
That was a very creative answer, young lady.
Thank you. Thanks.
So the EP is out. It's available. Can people buy it, or can people just stream it?
Yeah, no, they can buy it, stream it, whatever they want. They can go. It's on SoundCloud. It's on iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify. Spotify seems to be the go-to for a lot of people, especially all my friends. They listen to it on Spotify, but you can look it up on anything. All my links are in my Instagram bio, which is just at Rema Clara. You can look it up anywhere, and you can find my things. So, yeah.
Dope. So we're going to get into one more off the EP. This next one is called You Owe Me. I'll let you throw the song, Rema. Thanks for calling into the NuBRL show today. I hope that you continue your creative drive out on T-Dot. Yeah. And I can't wait to see you back in Cap City.
And it is our funding drive, and you don't owe us, but for anybody out there, if you want to donate, CHUO.FM/GoFundMe.
Did you see what he just did right there, Rema?
Yeah.
We need to learn from that, because he was calling me old at the beginning of the show, but he's actually a triple OG.